Okay then, so again it's the 22nd of March and it's just been long English. It's about 1:50 and I left the exam room about 30 minutes ago. And yeah, well, first of all, I think the first thing I can say is that you just can't underestimate how important it is to check your essay. I was just sitting there for almost 2 hours just going over it again and again and again, and at quite a late point I noticed that I had the word "that" and that the last T was missing. So if you're there and if you're doing the exam, then for goodness sake, do check it. Another thing that I did is that I did Control and F, for example, in my essay, and looked for the word must, for example, and then made sure that I didn't have the same word too close. I wrote my essay on tourism, and again I did Control F, T-O-U, and I looked for the word tourist to make sure that it wasn't there right next to another version of the same word. So that's the essay task then. Fingers crossed that I've done quite well on that. I suppose it would be strange if I hadn't. But the rest of the exam, good grief, what planet are these people on? I really don't understand some of the sections. Particularly annoying, I thought, was the section where you had some photographs supposedly from Instagram. And I'm not an animal person, don't hold that against me, but there was a picture of a dog, and then I had to know what the dog was trying to communicate, or at least what the photograph was trying to communicate to me. No idea, no idea. What a silly way for 2 points to get lost. There was another section with some bloke going on about literary analysis and critical thinking, and I just fell asleep in the second half of it, and I just had to guess on what he was trying to say for the second blank. Really hard to concentrate. And then there was another point as well, another listening exercise, where it's just so difficult to stay focused. So it really is important to try and do everything you can. I try to shut my eyes and try and just imagine pictures for what they're saying sometimes, but not even that is enough. The most irritating part, though, of the exam by far was from some Thinglish, so not Finnish, not English, plan about how to teach PE or liikunta in some school in somewhere, and it was just really bad English. And then you had to have a multiple choice exercise where you chose what fit best. But it was really hard because the English was pretty weird to start with. I don't understand what they're playing at, really. I don't understand that. There were other irritating things in it. I don't like the old couple that pretend to be teenagers and they were talking about their decisions about going abroad to Botswana or somewhere. I thought that was odd. And then I thought that the section was quite strange where you had to decide where somebody was being polite or not. Although I suppose the speaker spoke in a sort of a nice way, regardless of his words, so that even if that section had been in Bulgarian, I think you'd have probably had a good chance of guessing, I guess, what he meant. All in all then, yeah, some good bits and some interesting bits. The comedy video, for example, from that Channel 4 programme was quite interesting and quite a good task, but other bits really quite strange. The Instagram and the PE text that I just mentioned, they were the worst, really quite random and just such a shame as well. If I think about my point score, I'm not going to get the top grade, and as well, hopefully I'll get the top grade, but I'm not going to get full marks. There were probably 7 places, 7 3-point questions where I don't know if I got them right. They're 50-50. So if I'm lucky, I suppose I get half of those right anyway. But anyone that did the exam today, well done, good work, and yeah, stay strong. Yeah, I've got nothing to add at this point, but just remember that exam always has quite a lot of luck involved, and it is hard for everybody. And maybe the one conclusion that I do want you to remember is that just check your work. If an English teacher leaves at 1:15, I don't understand why anybody would be leaving before me. I just don't comprehend that. Unless you're not feeling well or something, I don't understand what the rush is to get out of that room. Okay, take it easy everyone, and more of these incredible videos to come, I suppose.